Hey, pop shoppers, welcome to Ed Rambeau's Little Corner of the World.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, and love we share. That's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see.
Hey everybody, Ed Rambeau here once again with my little corner of the world, hoping this evening finds you all in high spirits and exceptionally good health. So welcome, 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 and with that being said, in my quest for a theme for tonight, it eventually came about as a result of one of my listeners who fell in love with a particular song to the point where she told me I must play it on my next show. So thank you, Kay Poliska, for this theme idea as a result of that song you like, which will be played a little later on this evening. So I suppose you're all asking, so what's the theme for tonight? Well, the theme is Gifts of Nature. And this first song offers us two of nature's wonderful gifts. The first being that of the very air we breathe, along with that which this substance known as air should always be filled with: love.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, in the whisper of a tree. Love is in the air, in the thunder of the sea. And I don't know if I'm just dreaming, don't know if I feel safe, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when you call out my name. Love is in the air, love is in the air. Oh, love is in the air, in the rising of the sun, rising of the sun. Love is in the air, when the day is nearly done, day is nearly done. And I don't know if you are illusion, don't know if I see truth, but you're something that I must believe in, and you're there when I reach out for you. Love is in the air, everywhere I look around, where I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound, sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. It's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, love is in the air.
Ah, yes, love is in the air, my friends. If only it could stay there forever. But, regarding myself, love is more than in the air tonight. It's also in my heart because this past Thursday I just discovered I'd lost a wonderful lady from my hometown that I graduated with in 1961. Her name is Mary Calora Huff, and we lost touch for a great number of years until just recently when we reconnected on Facebook as a result of her many comments to both my photo and Flower of the Day photographs that I post daily on that popular social site. In addition, I learned from her daughter Melissa that she was a regular listener to my radio shows. So tonight, Mary, I'm so sorry that you can't be with us, but you'll never be gone from my heart and mind. So, my dear sweet friend, while you will always be greatly missed, may you forever rest in peace. And to you, Mary, I'd like to dedicate my next song, which, along with you, is also a gift from nature. Although to some, this particular gift of nature may sound like a sheep in wolf's clothing, especially when we look out the window and see it and have to run and dig out our umbrellas. However, without the gift of rain, mankind would definitely be in some serious trouble. So you may ask, why am I dedicating a song to Mary about rain? Because I'm hoping that when she gets to her final destination, she finds a big, wide open door waiting for her to come in from the rain.
Well, hello there, good old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long time. There's so much to say, no need to explain. Just an open door for you to come in from the rain. It's a long road when you're on your own, and someone like you will always choose the long way home. There's no right or wrong, I'm not here to blame. I just want to be the one to keep you from the rain, from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies now that I know you're all right. Time has left us older and wiser. I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again. And I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I love you anyway. Coming from the rain, coming from the rain, coming
Come in from the rain. And I know, as sure as my name is Ed Rambeau, that if there truly is a St. Peter waiting at the pearly gates, I'm sure he's standing there right now opening them wide, saying, "Welcome, Mary Calora Huff. Please, come in from the rain." To all her surviving family and friends, I offer my most sincere and heartfelt condolences for their loss of this wonderful lady. With that being said, let's continue our theme for tonight, Gifts of Nature. Earlier, I told you my theme was inspired by Kay Poliska as a result of a particular song she likes. Well, I'm saving that song as my closer for tonight. However, this next song is one of Kay's favorites as well and fits perfectly into this evening's theme. One of nature's greatest gifts is the moon. So, ladies and gentlemen, please fly there with me right now.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let it sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let it sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Fly Me to the Moon, originally entitled In Other Words. Along with the moon comes another one of nature's greatest gifts, the sun. And the sun offers us two spectacular performances daily. I'm referring, of course, to sunrise and sunset.
Is this the little girl I carried? Is this the little boy at play? I don't remember growing older. When did they? When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. What words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way? Now they must learn from one another, day by day. look so natural together, just like two newlyweds should be. Is there a canopy in store for me? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years. One season following another, laden with happiness and tears.
From the Broadway show Fiddler on the Roof, that was Sunrise, Sunset. Moving on to our next gift of nature, this particular gift can be both kind and devastating, depending on its velocity. I'm speaking, of course, about the wind. And sometimes a love affair can be so passionate that it can be referred to as being like the wind, because oftentimes, wild is the wind.
Love me, say you do. Let me fly away with you, for my love is like the wind, and wild is the wind. Give me more than one caress, satisfy this hungriness. Let the wind blow through your heart, for wild is the wind. You touch me, I hear the sound of violins. You kiss me, and with your kiss the world begins. You're spring to me, all things to me. You're life itself. Like a leaf clings to a tree, oh my darling, cling to me, for we're creatures of the wind, and wild is the wind, the wind. Wild is my love for you.
Wild is the Wind, originally made famous by the one and only Johnny Mathis. For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on Good Time Oldies Radio. Tonight's theme, Gifts of Nature. But first, sitting next to me is none other than our dear friend, America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. And I understand you and Angelina are celebrating your 5th anniversary, Tom, so congratulations.
Thank you. But did you know that when I first met Angelina, she was so fat that I told her if she didn't lose weight, I would never marry her.
Fat? Angelina? That's hard to believe. Where did you guys meet?
We met at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. She was wearing ropes.
Now, be nice.
I was being nice. Those ropes were thick.
I just can't imagine Angelina being fat.
Oh, really? Well, let's put it this way. She was so fat, I had to take a train and 2 buses just to get on her good side.
Now,
Angelina was so fat, if she was standing alone, a cop would tell her to break it up. And how about her high school graduation picture? She was so fat, they had to take an aerial shot. When she ran away from home, they had to use all four sides of the milk carton. She was so fat, she couldn't even jump to a conclusion. And the post office even had to provide her with her own zip code. But she told me that every summertime, her weight really paid off.
What do you mean, paid off?
Well, in the summer, she'd make a fortune selling shade.
Oh, come on, Tom. Now I know you're exaggerating.
No, really. She was so fat, you know what her favorite food was?
No, what?
Seconds. And you know how dogs love to bark at pussycats, right?
Yeah.
Well, it took 4 to bark at her. She was so fat that when she laid on the beach, people kept trying to push her back into the ocean.
Tom, my goodness.
You know the game hide and seek, right?
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, she was so fat she could only play seek.
Say goodnight, Tom.
Good night, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. But for now, my catnip awaits.
So there you have it, folks. America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Returning now to our theme for tonight, Gifts of Nature. This next gift is one of the greatest gifts of all, the gift of the world itself. And don't we often wish we could be like this guy, who claims he's got the world on a string.
I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I've got a song that I sing, I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see, I'm in love. Life's a beautiful thing, as long as I hold the string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. Life's a beautiful thing, as long as I hold that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. I have got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. Hey, now I'm in love. Love?
A song synonymous with the great Frank Sinatra, I've Got the World on a String. This next gift of nature is probably my personal favorite because it isn't seen often, but when it is, it offers us such beauty that we just can't take our eyes away. I'm speaking about nature's most beautiful gift, the rainbow, which leads us to a medley of 2 songs, I'm Always Chasing Rainbows, followed by that most memorable song sung by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz, Over the Rainbow. Please enjoy my version.
Some people look and find the sunshine. I always look and find the rain. Some people make a winning sometime. I never even make a game, believe me. I'm always chasing rainbows, hoping to find a little bluebird somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
And Over the Rainbow brings us to my closing number for this evening, folks, which is the song Kay Poliska loves so much that inspired the theme for tonight's show. This song celebrates two gifts of nature, which are abundant worldwide, with some of the most glorious being found right here in the good old United States: rivers and mountains. With that being said, please enjoy my version of River Deep, Mountain High.
When I was a little boy, I had a puppy, only dog I've ever owned. Now I love you just the way I love that puppy, only now my love has grown. And it gets stronger in every way, and it gets deeper, let me say, and it gets higher day by day. And do young girl, did you have a puppy that always followed you around? Well, I'm gonna be as faithful as that puppy. No, I'll never let you down. 'Cause it gets stronger like the river flows, and it gets bigger, baby, and heaven knows it gets sweeter, baby, as it grows. And do I love you, my oh my? Yeah, river deep, mountain high now, baby. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, how I love you, baby, 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 baby. You really got me. You really got me. I love you, baby, like the flower loves the spring. You really got me. And I love you, baby, just like the tenor loves to sing. You really got me. And I love you, baby, like the schoolboy loves to smile. You really got me. And I love you, baby, river deep, mountain high. You really got me. Yeah. You gotta believe me, baby. River deep, yeah, mountain high. Whoa, yeah. Oh, baby, ooh, I love you, my oh my. River deep, mountain high, yeah. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, how I love you, baby, 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 baby. Do I love you, my oh my, river deep, mountain high, yeah. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, how I love you, baby, 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 baby. You really got me.
River Deep, Mountain High. And thank you, Kay Poliska, for suggesting a song that inspired tonight's theme. I certainly hope each and every one of my listeners not only enjoyed this evening's show, but will return to join me 2 weeks from tonight for another half hour of My Little Corner of the World. However, before saying goodnight, I've got one final question. If we shouldn't eat at night, why is there a light in the fridge? This is Ed Rambeau, and from my little corner of the world to yours, here's wishing you all a very pleasant good night, along with a weekend filled with sunny days. Now please stay tuned for Mr. Stu Weiss and his one and only Pop Shop. Good night with buckets of love, everyone.